healthy, eating fruits, vegetables, and lean protein. But with all of the recalls in warm summer months, foodborne illnesses could get you down. We have Heather Pierce here with 5 tips to avoid getting sick, something I have not even thought about, but now I'm going to start thinking about it.
I know, it sort of goes to the side, but you know, as we start grilling and get more fruits and vegetables in our diet, I think we just need to be more aware of just keeping those basics in mind.
Yes.
And the first step is really to start with that hand washing. Hand washing, that reduces about half of foodborne illnesses right there. Just
after having a baby, I think we go through a bottle of soap like every other week.
Yeah, that's when you tend to use a lot of soap. But, you know, 20 seconds for the hand washing and really get under those nails really good. And usually, you know, to do 20 seconds, it's about singing happy birthday to yourself. So,
okay.
So that's a way to
maybe a good way to teach your kids how to wash their hands
Yes,
as
exactly.
well.
That's a great thing to do. So number 2 is keep raw foods away from ready-to-eat foods. So avoiding that cross-contamination, and that's really what happened with these recalls. That's really the source of it. We can't do anything about that, but we can at least prevent that in our house. And one of the ways is to have different cutting boards. So maybe the blue one for your fruits and vegetables, and then a different one for your raw meats.
That makes so much sense.
That way you don't get confused.
Sometimes it's easy, you just get lazy and you're like, oh, I'm going to cut this chicken and then I'm going to cut up the onions on the same board, and it certainly might not be
you don't want to do that. Right. And you know, you can have some of those, you know, sanitize your surfaces very frequently. Just one simple thing, a tablespoon of bleach to a gallon of water.
Okay.
And you can have a spray bottle of that around. It's easy. It's cheap, easy way to sanitize your surfaces.
Perfect. You said a little bit of bleach, and then what else?
A tablespoon of bleach to a gallon of water. So a lot of people are worried about chemicals, but that is such a small dilution. Yes, it's very effective to kill a lot of our bacteria. Another thing is to cook to proper temperatures. So what does that mean? You need a thermometer somewhere. So the guessing game, really not safe when you're cooking for your kids or the elderly. They're really at higher risk for foodborne illnesses. And instead of giving you a list of what to cook to, actually the USDA has a really good app. It's called Is My Food Safe? So yeah, it's really easy. I downloaded it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. If you don't have a lot of room on your phones or laptops, then you know this is not going to be too big of a deal for you. So, but is the food done yet? You can go to the food and find out what temperature you need to get to. Also, storage is a big deal. When to toss something, that's a big.
Oh yeah.
So baby food, that might be something you're thinking about.
I will be thinking about that soon.
So you can look that up too. So it's a really good resource. Yeah, I think it's the best one I've found over the week.
Is it a free app or do you have to pay for it?
It's free.
Oh,
absolutely free.
Perfect. I mean, you have no excuse not to get that.
Right.
Okay, and then last but not least.
Keep temperatures out of the danger zone. That's 40 degrees to 140. That's really the time where meats or whatever, you know, potentially hazardous foods will really, the bacteria double, triple, they go fast. So things to think about, don't leave. I know it's really tempting to take your meat out of the freezer, lay it on the counter. Yeah. That's putting it in the temperature danger zone.
Yes.
So
one of our former anchors got really sick from that.
Yeah. So we still, people still do it. So I'm just reminding not to do it. And also, as we have our picnics outside, remember that it's really a 2-hour rule. So, you know, you want to take the, you know, if you're going to be in the danger zone temperature-wise, limit it to 2 hours. But if it's on a really hot day, like 90 degrees plus, then just 1 hour.
Awesome. Awesome. Great information. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Still to come on the show, lose weight by eating pasta and pizza. That's right. Gianluca Meck is going to be back talking about his Italiano diet and how it works. Stay with us.